Wow, ladies and gentlemen, I think this face is pretty accurate from Brie here. I think the concerned look on her face should be, what Marvel and Kevin Feige's is. Because, the Marvel's reviews are atrocious right now. In fact, it is the third worst reviewed MCU movie ever. Now, will it likely go up? Yeah, probably. Because, funny that, Rotten Tomatoes is doing some silly shit again. 68 reviews, 77 reviews. So it's gone up by 2? Maybe. But I'll bet you anything this is going to keep going up and up and up and up and up and up and up. And it will be some silly stuff going on. So I thought we'd take a look, because some of this is awful. Like, the reviews are very bad. Very, very, very bad. And it's just funny. I love this stuff when it comes to Marvel. When they've made this bed for themselves, unfortunately. They should never have gone down this road. And they deserve to be torn apart for it. So even the positive reviews are somewhat bad. You know, whilst it's largely successful in what it does, it's hard to escape a nagging feeling of over-familiarity with the pastiche of a villain audiences won't remember, and a narrative arc cut we've seen in other previous installments. You still gave it a B. What? A B. Sure. RogerEbert.com, a narrative and visual jumble, and the clearest evidence yet that maybe we don't need some sort of Marvel product in theatres or on streaming at all times. Yes. God damn, yes. Fan service to its core. This inclusive chapter in Captain Marvel's story is a movie made for fangirls. It's too bad that the Marvels couldn't go higher, further, faster. That's funny. It's a lively, relatively simple character-driven ride through the cosmos that makes up for its plot weaknesses with personality. 4 out of 5? So you admit there's plot weaknesses and bad... sure. How's that a 4 out of 5? 5 out of 5 is perfect. My God. While Iman Vellani is an absolute delight as Ms. Marvel, the film is superficially fun. The story and tone are a complete mess. It feels like big chunks of the movie are missing, and the movie never figures out what it wants to be or where it's going. Love it. The Marvels is an electric blast of welcome pure and multiplied girl power. Physiognomy checks out. Definitely the type of person that would say that. The Marvels is the same movie you've seen before. Not necessarily done better or worse, but just the same. Well, this is what we seem to be getting now anyway. It's finally official. The MCU has an identity crisis. The film is a goofy, schizophrenic, cluttered mishmash of tone and pace with a script so paper thin that the story hardly justifies the merciful Marvel Studios 100-minute runtime. Wow. Brutal. Oh, what kind of dumb shit did Grace say? I guess she loved it. The Marvels is a lot of fun, and at 1 hour 45 minutes, short and sweet. The chemistry between the 3 leads is fantastic. Plus the action scenes are inventive. It may not have broad appeal, but with some, it will really connect. Cool. This one, I'm kind of reading them all out because some are, good, and I've got to be objective. So thankfully, director Nia DaCosta and stars Brie Larson, Tierna Paris, and Iman Vellani seem far less interested in saving Marvel, and instead are focused on telling a delightful adventure with great characters. What the fuck? That's a 3.5 out of 5 and is positive. I don't understand. Rotten Tomatoes is broken. It really is. The Marvels is an uproariously fun and action-packed comic book movie that's made all the more delightful by the heartwarming dynamic of the leads. Sure. Fans of earlier films in the series will probably take a hard pass here. But for those of us who enjoy a bit of satirical silliness, The Marvels manages to be both funny and endearing. 3 out of 5 is still positive. What the hell? The chance to feature 3 lead female characters is worthwhile. Disregard instantly. even though it is negative. That's pointless. Who cares that there's 3 female leads? Doesn't matter how much pussy's in the film. It doesn't matter. But these persons are so poorly scripted that audiences will surely feel the grating lack of chemistry and creativity. Mary Sue's bound to love it. They love all the puss. Fresh, funny, and one of Marvel's sillier films. The Marvels allows itself to have fun, making for a movie that is exhilarating to watch, while still giving fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe what they've come to hope and know and love and blah, blah, blah. There was one from the Irish Times, yeah, this one, where they literally say it's gone up its own black hole. Let's see, yeah, here you go. Opening, disappearing up its own black hole. That's so funny. Anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. There's a place in the MCU for whack job silliness, but in the Marvels, the bits of absurd comedy tend to feel strained because they clash with the movie's mostly utilitarian tone. A solid contender for the worst Marvel movie yet. To say the Marvels is hard to watch would be a risk understatement. It's not just that it's not very good, it's hard to watch in the sense that a tree is hard to defibrillate. Fucking brutal. It's been absolutely ripped apart. A superhero movie clearly made and produced by people who have never read a Marvel comic book, but read Archie instead. It feels like it was made for teen girls and not for actual comic book fans. God. This has been skewered, man. Higher, further, faster. Ran the original Captain Marvel's rousing tagline. Have we reached the bottom yet? Would be an apt one for this. Not everything has to be Citizen Kane, but there's no reason to settle for fan-servicing junk either. Sorry, but the Marvels is where I draw the line. Wow. Struggles to stay coherent for a good deal of its relatively brief running time. Apparently it's like pretty evident it's been butchered in the edit bay. Which is hilarious, because that's where they were so proud of Kevin Feige's talent. Oh, his talent's in the edit bay. Fuck off. As is often the case with Marvel's girl power attempts, it feels a little pandering in all the wrong places and doesn't really engage with any specific or unique female point of view. The Marvels is so fueled by fan service and formula, like pretty much everything in MCU these days, that it gives short shrift to such basics as narrative comprehension. But there again, the ambition is limited, the anarchy formulaic. Wow. One character carries the weight of the film, while the rest feel hollow and uninteresting. That middling, head-scratching post-credit scene can't redeem this. I've just done a video on that post-credit scene. So funny. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, so bad. While this film is a win for diversity, no one cares. The plot is not particularly interesting, and under director Nia DaCosta, the tonal shifts fail, and the comedic timing is off. So maybe that'll tell you something about trying to build a film around diversity. Yeah, maybe. Idiots. Dull, bland villain. The chemistry between Carol and Monica is very lacking. The story's all over the place. Story emits a strong whiff of who cares. Oh, it's absolutely ripped apart, this film. It just goes on, guys. Super negative. An irrelevant B-team affair, which further suggests that the MCU can't survive, short or long term, without the active participation of its most famous characters. They shouldn't have killed him off. Shouldn't have done it. So funny. Yeah, it's absolutely been ripped apart. And I'm here for it. It's so, so good.